What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? Welcome to the PT channel. I'm One Eye Bry, also known as PT, and I'm back to do a top 10 video of the top 10 things that are most important in a zombie apocalypse. Obviously, spoiler warning a little bit for The Walking Dead, as we're going to use some of the pictures for reference, but it's not a spoiler video by any means. But what is the most important thing in a zombie apocalypse? And it's pretty interesting. I want to know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Give me your top 10 order of things that you need in a zombie apocalypse. Number 10 is something that's not a necessity, but it is entertainment, which could be books, playing cards, music, something to make your time in a zombie apocalypse. Besides running for your life, trying to stay alive, and all the main things in a zombie apocalypse, there's a lot of downtime, I would assume. There's no internet, there's no Wi-Fi. What are we gonna do? Back to the medieval days and pre-internet and Wi-Fi and technology. Without power, that's a big game changer. And I would think a zombie apocalypse would be pretty boring. Number 9 is vehicles. How are you gonna get around? A car, a boat, a plane, a helicopter, a motorcycle, an electric vehicle? What would you want to use? Would you want Daryl's bike, an electric motorcycle, something that would not run gasoline, a hybrid, or maybe just a regular bicycle? How about an RV? That'd be pretty cool too, but it runs on gas, and eventually gasoline would run out, I would think, so I would look for something that does not require gasoline. What do you think? Number 8 is something you might take for granted: power. Solar power, wind power, some way to produce energy, electricity to power things. Solar would be energy efficient. Wind power, if you could make a windmill, that'd be pretty tough to do. But I think solar would be your best bet. Maybe wind, maybe water if you could come close to it. Or is there something else that I'm missing? I still think solar is the most energy efficient and best thing to use in life and a zombie apocalypse. Number 7, if you get to this stage, is farmland. Live off the land. How can you do it, and what would you do? I know it's a foreign concept to some, but the food you buy at grocery stores and fast food restaurants comes from a farm and somewhere else. It's got to be pretty crazy to think that we would go back to that stage in life, living off the land, on a farm, on a ranch. And I have to say, I'm not a farm person myself. I don't really plant stuff, but you would have to learn pretty quick to stay alive. Number 6, if you get to that point again, is animals. Horses, cats, dogs, cows, chickens, but mainly horses would be very important to get around once gas is gone. Maybe a tiger, maybe a lion, maybe a cheetah. And I'm just kidding about the zoo animals, but you never know. What if someone did have a tiger? That would be pretty amazing. But I would think a dog would be your best bet because you can teach them things. There's companionship, especially if you're alone. A dog would probably be your best bet. What do you think? Number 5 is pretty important for civilization. People, the right people. And people that want to build for the future. They have a common goal. They're not going to just eat all the supplies and really just cause problems. There's going to be problems in a zombie apocalypse. You would want to have a medical doctor, someone who knows what they're doing, a survivalist, military. You got to have a jack of all trades, a carpenter, but not this guy. You don't want a person that's going to go cray-cray. You don't want a governor. Probably not a Negan. Probably not a villain type character, but they would definitely be around. Number 4 is something that I know everybody wants: an awesome weapon. What would you have? What would you use? I still think a katana, a crossbow, a bow and arrow are the best weapons, along with knives. Guns are great too, but you got to maintain them. They run out of bullets. You only get 12 shots, maybe more, but a katana doesn't run out of bullets or anything else. You got to take care of everything: a katana, a gun, a bow and arrow. You got to make bolts, arrows for all that, but weapons for sure. What would you use? Number 3 could be flip-flop with number 4, shelter. Where would you want to live? In The Walking Dead, I would want to live at Alexandria or Hilltop or Alexandria. That's for sure. Hilltop would be pretty cool, but if you think about it, I think a mall, a bulk food store like Sam's or Costco would be pretty interesting, or a strip mall that has a bunch of different stores. You got to live by water, clean water, fishing, farmland to plant stuff. So where would you want to live? Let me know your thoughts. Number 2 is food. You can't live without food. That's for sure. And the human body can last about 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks without food in the right circumstances, but you would have to eat every day. You probably would have very low amount of calories, which would cut down on muscle function and brain activity, but food is a necessity. It doesn't really matter what kind of food, even though you'd want to have vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates, fats, proteins, all that stuff, but food is a necessity. And the human body cannot live without water. Water, you'd be dead in a couple days without water, and so it's the number one necessity. And I know a lot of people would say guns and shelter and maybe something else, but if you don't have clean drinking water, the human body would be dead in a couple days. Probably like 3 days without water. So it doesn't matter if you have the best land, cars, gasoline, weapons. Without water, you'll be gone. So water is the number one necessity for sure. But do you agree with our list? Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. What is your top 10 list in order of the most important things in a zombie apocalypse? If you think about it, in a zombie apocalypse, it takes you back to bare bones necessity of water, food, shelter, people. It's pretty interesting if you think about it. If you have water, food, shelter, and the right people in your life, you should feel blessed and grateful to have those things, because not everybody does. So thank you for watching. I truly appreciate it. Please hit that subscribe button and help us achieve our goal of 100,000 subscribers. And we're getting there every day closer to our goal because of awesome people like yourself. And if you love the zombie apocalypse, check out my book series, Fight for Us, available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. We got paperback and digital versions. And remember, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it. It's about love, support, staying positive, making memories, staying true to yourself, and tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.